All right, guys, so we're working on page 231, number 16. And it's the challenge problem that we had a couple of days ago. And it says that Winnie opened a savings account at Dallas Trust Bank on March 1st. It pays 4% interest compounded quarterly. She opens her account with an initial deposit of $10,000, so that's going to be our P. And then she's going to make $1,000 deposits each quarter. The question is, how much is in the account at the end of 6 quarters? What is the amount at the end of 6 quarters? And so we can't use our new equation, A is equal to I, 1 plus R to the n, because this new equation, even though it would tell us how to compound interest over 6 quarters, it doesn't allow us to deal with the deposits that are going to be made at the end of each quarter. And so we're going to need to do this kind of our old way, where we use the I is equal to PRT. There are 6 quarters, and so I set up over here on my table all 6 quarters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It told us that they started on March 1st, but that's not really going to matter for this problem because they're not asking for a specific date for when the money is due. So the March 1st doesn't really matter. I kind of crossed that out. So for each quarter, at the end of each quarter, we're going to determine how much interest was earned at the end of each quarter. So we're going to use our I is equal to PRT. Our initial principal is $10,000. So we have our $10,000. The interest rate is 0.04, and our T here is 1/4. And the reason that's 1/4 is because the interest is compounded quarterly. So that means at the end of every quarter, and a quarter is 1/4 of the year. So January, February, March, April, May, June, and so on. At the end of each quarter, we're going to calculate the interest. That's what compounding means. Quarterly, we calculate the interest every quarter. Well, if it's every quarter, then it's going to be 1/4 of the year. So we need to do our annual interest rate of 4%, and we need to do 1/4 of the year. And so when we do 10,000 times 0.04 times 1/4, we get 100. And then Winnie is going to deposit $1,000 into her account at the end of that quarter. So the new principal is our old principal, which was $10,000, plus the $100 of interest that was earned, plus the new deposit of $1,000. When you add all that up, you get $11,100. Then we take that principal here, and we're going to use it to calculate the new interest for the new quarter, which is $11,100 times 0.04 times 1/4. And because we're using it off of this number, it's going to give us 111. And then we add another deposit because she deposits at the end of each quarter. When we add the old principal here from the last quarter, plus the new interest that was earned, plus the new deposit, we get $12,211. Now I'm going to pause the video, and so I want you to go ahead and finish filling out the rest of this chart on your own. And then when you're done, and make sure you do it, don't be lazy. When you're done, you can check your work. All right, so welcome back, guys. Hopefully you got your chart finished, and the number we got as we went through this whole process was $16,761.21. So that is our answer, and it was a challenge problem because you had to add this deposit in each time. Okay, and actually it's a pretty realistic problem because people don't just put money in and then just let it sit. Usually they're doing all kinds of things. They're adding money in, they're subtracting money, and so when a bank has to keep track of this kind of thing throughout the whole process of people depositing money, taking things out. Of course, all of it's automated now. Computers do it, but you still need to understand how it kind of works. Okay? All right, so thanks.